Hey everyone, it's Ken Hicks Jr. I just got back from a really long fishing trip. I broke it out into 3 different parts, so parts 2 and 3 will be coming later down. You know, in the whole trip I dealt with high water, bad intel, I caught a few fish. I went fishing with my dad. I explained like why people put walk-in fishing. Most of this trip was done solo, but something I do sometimes is like if I come across an abandoned camp, I'll let you know how I proceed with that to see if these people want to sell it. And usually if it's abandoned, it's kind of like you can just demolish it and then you have the land, you know, and then the taxes and to hold the land's a lot cheaper than actually buying the land and building the property on it. Check out this video. I hope you like it. And as always, it's sponsored by wildandthunder.com. Socks coming up in a 2025 calendar is pre-ordered. Well, if they're in there deep down. So my best plan is to go above and just let it go down through here. Keep the line tight, keeping it moving. Son of a gun. Man, I'm running out of daylight. Even though my fly's not going deep, they should be able to see it up there. Oh, this ain't good. You can see how high the water was, all this debris. That's how high it was. So you can actually see how high it was. I mean, it was higher than my head. Like I would be underwater right now. Now we gotta go down here. Oops. Oh. And, whoa. Hey, this thing. I'm on a flat rock and it is slick. Well, he's in this, just a little one, but he's in this fast water. And he doesn't want to come up at all. He's a freaking fighter. I need to get him in. Because I don't want to, if I can get him closer to shore here, get him closer to the bank where it's not as, and I'll just skim across the water like this. Hey. Damn, what the hell? These have to be the best thing ever. They keep my pant leg from rolling up. And I forgot to put them through the loops. So it's coming up through here. They stocked this stream last week, I hear. So I don't know how far they stocked to, but right now what I'm doing is just like recon, go walk in the stream real fast. And when I see, what I like to do is on this stream here, go all the way up to the top. You figure out, do a mental, you know, checklist of like where the cars are parked at, where's everyone's at. Go all the way to the top, go to your spots where you want to check, see if there's any trout in those spots, and then just move real fast. If there's nothing there, move to the next one, move to the next one. And if you keep going back down the stream, and if you notice that, hey, this guy's still here, that's where the fish are probably at. Check it out, these repellent cards. The bugs aren't too bad right now, but if they do get pretty bad, I'll put them at my, just wrap it around my hat, connect it to my hat somehow. Bugs, for whatever reason, seem to go to the highest area of the body, which is usually the head, and it gives you angry. It gives you angry. It gets you angry. Well, well, well. Son of a gun. All right, we made it. This is a smaller stream, so the fly rod's gonna be a little bit more tedious. We'll see what we can do with it. Sometimes it is what it is, and you gotta just use the current to your advantage. With these smaller streams, it's best to come upstream because it's really shallow, and you have to almost get on top of them to, you know, to get your line in. But they'll see you. They can really, I mean, they'll see you. That's kind of why I wear this camouflage in the woodland area like this, or, you know, I'll wear blue if it's like at a dam or a lake or something. So the whole idea is stealth. Just, you can't, I mean, these things are just like an animal. They see you, they're gone. So you gotta be stealthy. You gotta sneak in on them from a distance. So sometimes I'll do a couple, like, I hate to call them false casts, but I'll kind of shoot it away so I can get a distance and a good feel for the fly. And I'll get him in there. And nothing. And I hit a limb. All right, guys. So like we're going downstream now. So the big thing is stealth, and I'll let the line go a good bit. And all I'm looking for is some type of contact. Like, hey, there's a fish in here. And that's usually what I use the streamers for, is I'm looking for contact. Where are they at? Because they might not even stock this, and I'd be fishing half a day for nothing. Something I like to do, the streamer's not really sinking. And although I tried some sinking stuff on it, I just like to pack it in with some dirt. Another thing is, I don't like to touch my flies with my hands too much, because you'll get oil or a scent on it, and I think the fish pick that up. Maybe it'll sink a little better. Not much. The next spot had 2 cars. I don't know if they were coming or going. The people stalking these streams, they're like, I don't know, they're older folks, retired, 60s, 70s. So they're not gonna go down steep embankments. Some of them could walk pretty far, because it's like an ego thing. I still have it in me. Give me that 5-gallon bucket, and they'll walk down and dump them. Don't discount that. I mean, they could have walked anywhere and dumped the bucket, but this is pretty much swampy. If they would have dumped them, they would have dumped them for sure right there at where I started. That was the easiest access point. And this is stop number 2. And I think we're gonna get skunked on it as well. Stop number 2 is 0. I'm gonna get out of here. There's a few guys fishing. I don't know where they went to, if they went upstream or down, but I haven't even seen a fish, so I don't even know if they stalked this. I think I got bad intel. Yeah, the stream I'm at now, it's like 10 foot, 12 foot wide. I've seen one fish, but it's real skittish, meaning it's been in here a while. I got bad intel. They did not stalk this thing. There was no one parked on the stream fishing. That tells me I need to move to a different location where there's fish at. Guys, what I look for sometimes is, like, we have a camp up here, but sometimes it's on a main road, and I like to get like away from the main road. But sometimes you see places like this here, it's like completely abandoned. But the tin up there looks fairly new. Well, I would say within 5 years. You know, basically I use Onyx, and then I find out who the owner is, and then I'll reach out to him and say, hey man, if you ever want to sell your place, sell this land, let me know. And yeah, just let me know. And if they say no, just say, okay, well, you know, if things change, you let me know. And you leave it at that. And you should have an idea of like what the land costs. Like, give them a fair market value. I mean, you can try to lowball them if you want, but chances are, if it's in a premium area, you know, good luck. But you always want to keep it under the radar. You don't want to tell your buddy, like, hey, I've been looking at this place, because next you know, he may tell someone else just by mistake, not on purpose, and then it's gone and you got nothing. So anyway, we have 0 for 2 on streams. I think I was sent some bad intel, and it's starting to warm up here, but it's not too bad. Next 2 days it's going to get pretty warm, 86 degrees. Going to be turkey hunting in the mornings. I don't know. My dad just came up, so I'm going to go see what he's up to. I don't think I'll ride up this road, see if I find any more abandoned camps. So this one was built in 1955, and it's for flood control, because the surrounding areas used to get just devastated with floods. This is called the George B. Stevenson Dam. I think it was a state senator, and he was a mayor of a town that got just almost destroyed, I guess, from a flood. So I guess his mission, his purpose, was to create these dams and to prevent flooding. Because the valley down here, back there, I guess it used to get flooded all the time. So anyway, this is, you know, it's almost 80 years, 70 years. Yeah, 70 years old. So the dam's up there, and the spillways down there, And I heard, rumor has it, they were doing an inspection one time, and holy cow, look at this, freaking rattlesnake. A lot of rattlesnakes. So they're doing an inspection, and I guess the guys were on a kayak or something, and they went down through the spillway out to the other side. I don't know how true that was, but my God. Let's go check out the dam. So the dam is 145 acres. There's actually bald eagles. It was a big deal. Like I've been coming to this area a lot, and it was a big deal when the bald eagles were coming here. They had eagle watching and eagle this, eagle that. Now it's pretty common. You could expect to, you know, you're fishing, and all of a sudden here comes this eagle right down the river, and like he'll perch on a tree, and it's like, man, I want to catch a fish and throw it on the bank and see if he'll come get it. But it's a pretty cool little lake. Like I said, 145 acres. They you can rent kayaks up the Cinnamon State Park. They have a visitor center. They have, you know, bass, crappie, trout. They say there's pickerel in here, but I never caught any. Can't really see it, but way up in there, I would take the kayak across the lake to go deer hunting up in these hills. It's freaking big country up here. It's like finding a needle in a haystack when you're deer hunting. Actually, I shot a bear up here last year. I'll never do that again. It's okay, but they're just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, like, what do you do with the dang thing? It's actually getting mounted. There's a guy mounting it up here, getting a European mount, getting the skull and the full body mount. It's only 150 pounds, so it'll be a nice small mount for my living room. This is kind of insane. This has been a terrible day of fishing. I actually had 3 on. I'm gonna say 4 because it's a fishing lie, and they all fell off. So I don't know what's going on. These things are real finicky. This is where I was the day before, where they would just like bump and go. I don't see nothing rising. Oh, crud. This is what I get for not. He broke free. God, this mud stinks. So what that is, walk-in only. You put that sign up there, that way they can at least stock trout. Because if you put a no fishing sign up there or no trespassing, the state will not stock that area. They'll move on. But if you put walk-in only, then they'll stock. So what a freaking day. I end up landing one. I don't know what happened to the GoPro. It was like, oh, finally I got one on video. and it didn't even take it. I think it took a picture or something. And right now my net's just dragging on the ground. This has to be the longest net. Put it down my belt loops. I need to find a better way to carry this net. It's just so long. I'm done. I'm beat. Tomorrow's a new day. He says, now what?
Must have a nest around here somewhere.
I said that doesn't look like it's that steep though.
Well, I was just thinking slime. Well, maybe I'll try the other one. The boots get muddy.
Yeah, and just slip right down. Like that.
Yeah, I think I'll go for the rope. I'm going for it. Nail. Well, I don't know if I can get her up. There we go. Oh. Don't fall back down. Don't come back down there without a better rope. No.